Now, when I first started posting videos on the internet, people weren't paid. TikTok was a joke. Everyone laughed at me. Like, I remember being ridiculed in group chats, and I basically just did it as a way to keep myself entertained during lockdown because I was so bored. And I even remember having a conversation with my dad, and he was like, why are you wasting so much time doing this thing? Like, this is fruitless. Like, you're never gonna get anywhere with it. Now, admittedly, I still post videos on the internet every single day, but tomorrow, I'm being flown business class, for the first time in my entire life, to New York to watch the US Open. Do you know how nuts that is? So if anyone ever tells you that making silly little videos on the internet won't get you anywhere, kindly tell them to shut up. By the way, I just want to clarify with that story, I don't say that to flex on you guys. I don't say that to be like, ooh, look at me, I'm blah, blah, blah. I'm telling you that because that could be you too. Do you know what I mean? Like, if anyone ever tells you, don't post on the internet, ignore them. And also, it doesn't just have to be posting on the internet. That could be anything. Like, literally anything. You could start a business tomorrow, and 4 years down the line, you could be getting opportunities that are beyond your wildest dreams. Because I can tell you now for a fact, when I was sat in my room during lockdown, planning out skate videos to post or whatever it was that I was doing, I didn't think I'd be saying this right now. I'm gonna be real. Anyways, besides the fact that I'm going to be living my dreams out in New York, for those of you who don't know, I'm moving home. And for those of you wondering why I might be moving home, number one, I'm just finding London quite difficult at the moment. I find it really quite stressful. I find the environment of it really difficult, and I want to get back home and just focus on making content that I love rather than having to deal with all the shenanigans that comes with living in London. And secondly, I want to buy a house. Well, a flat, hopefully. But more on that another time, because that is a long way off, unfortunately. But you know, we're saving up and every penny counts. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna reminisce about all the times that I've seen the crackheads next door beat each other up. And I shall see you tomorrow, bright and breezy, 5 a.m. for my first ever business class flight. Can you tell that I'm excited, by the way? Right, well, it's 5 a.m. The bed is stripped. It's the end of an era. Let's go to New York. When I tell you that was the most surreal experience I've ever had at an airport, I can't even. Like, first class and business class have their own literal section to go through security, and then they have their own private security. It took me 2.5 minutes to get through into duty free. 2.5 minutes. Normally I'm here like 50 minutes panicking, stressing. I don't think I've ever been so stress-free being in an airport in my entire life. We almost missed our flight. Great start to the trip.
Right, hiya.
8A.
8A, you're up this side. Hiya.
First time I've ever turned left on an aeroplane. This is actually nuts. I don't think I've ever been so excited to take off in my entire life.
Hello there. We're delighted to welcome you on board Virgin Atlantic. Thank you for flying with us today.
Right, well anyways, this is me until I get to New York. This is the most surreal thing I think I've ever experienced. Like, so first of all, you have a chair that reclines, obviously. Then obviously you have a screen and a bloody duvet, just in case, you know, you get cold during the flight. Then you have a little vanity closet where they provided like a little goodie bag with sort of some toothbrush, some toothpaste, all of that stuff. And then to top it off, and the thing that we're all interested in, look at that bloody leg room. Honestly, I don't know how I'm ever going to go back to economy after this. And then on top of that, there's no measly packet of crisps, because you get a bloody menu with it as well. With mains of truffle buttered breaded chicken, pan-seared sea bream, or rainbow barmy rice salad bowl. Stuff like this is just honestly beyond my wildest dreams. Like, the idea of being able to be flown out somewhere ear-sea like this is just... Do you know what I mean? It's scary, it's scary. I don't think I've honestly don't think I've ever got through border security so quick. When I tell you the guy who was doing border control was absolutely terrifying. He was like, why are you here? And I was like, I don't know why I'm here. I'm here for work. Do you have anything to declare? And I was like, I don't think so. Bro, that man traumatized me. That is absolutely terrifying. So hello there, welcome to the hotel room. Before I give you a tour of this absolutely marvellous, outrageous hotel room, let me just catch you up on everything because it was kind of ridiculous what happened this afternoon. So obviously after we finished the flight, which was wow, they decided to put us on a helicopter to the hotel, which was the first time I've ever been on a helicopter in my entire life, and I am scared of those things. Like, I don't know how they fly. Do you know what I mean? I don't know why they're in the air. I don't know why they move forward, and I don't know how they go side to side. I mean, if you consider that on an aeroplane, if the engine's cut out, you can glide for like 100 miles. You know, you're fine in reality. Like, the way that if one thing goes wrong in a helicopter, you are just going to plummet is scary. So I didn't really speak or say anything the entire way through that, and that was terrifying. Then kind of randomly, because their helicopter flight takes literally 5 minutes to get from the airport to here, we then arrived too early to get into the room, so we then had some time to kill. So I went and got a bagel, very nicely. Insert clip of me eating bagel here. Last time I came to America, I had one of these literally every day. Wow. Honestly, by the end of this trip, my skin is going to be absolutely ruined because the food in New York is just... I don't know how they come up with it. I don't know how they've concocted it. It's probably all the chemicals that you're allowed to have in your food in New York or in America in general, but different gravy, man, different gravy. Anyways, that then catches us up to where we are now, and we have arrived, and this hotel room is probably the nicest hotel room I have ever stayed in my entire life. So let me give you a tour. Upon entry, you are presented with this lovely little lounge area, which is literally bigger than my lounge at home. We then have some amenities, some tea, some coffee, and then some cupboard to store all of the clothes that I need to unpack. Then once you move past that very handsome man in the mirror, we have the bathroom. Yeah. Nothing really to say on this. This is just nuts. And then, you know, we have another very lovely mirror here. We have the sink, we have the towel, we have more towels, and then a shower. And then we move on to this area of the room, which is just scary, to be honest. Obviously, we have the TV here. And then, if you move very swiftly, there is an entire other room for the bed. It's scary. Like, this entire place is bigger than the area that I live in at home. And it's in New York. Anyways, the time difference currently is obviously 5 hours. So, although it's 4 p.m. here, it's actually 9 p.m. at home. And as a very old, middle-aged man inside the body of a 22-year-old, I am absolutely shattered. So, I'm going to go get a shower. We do actually have dinner to go to. So, I shall see you later. So good morning. We are feeling rather brilliant this morning because we went to a workout at Barry's this morning, which is something that I've never done before and was a life-changing experience, that's for sure. I don't think I'm going to be able to walk for the next couple of days. Anyways, a little recap on last night. We went to a restaurant, this lovely, lovely little restaurant called Bar American, which was a bar and served American food, so kind of self-explanatory. Food was rather delicious and I had some lobster pasta, which was great, although I did end up eating part of a claw, which was interesting because I've never had lobster before, so that was a first for me as well. And then, yeah, I crashed out at 10 p.m, which in principle principle might sound really great. You know, that's really professional. Going to bed at 10, you know, that's on track. That's what we're doing while we're locking in. But in reality, that's actually like 3 a.m. in the UK. So I was like beyond shattered. We woke up at 6 this morning feeling pretty good, actually. Like I'm feeling great. And to be honest, it's kind of like the thing that I quite enjoy about coming to New York is the fact that, well, I'm in this routine where I'm now waking up earlier. Like, I mean, the ability to come to another country and then be able to wake up at 6 is perfect, right? You know, I mean, that is like the ideal time to be waking up and be able to explore the city. Although obviously I didn't explore the city this morning because I was discovering new muscles in my legs. But yeah, in rather American fashion this morning, we're going to a restaurant called Bubby's, which serves pancakes, because what else would you serve? We're in America. And I was speaking to the lady that's running the trip, and apparently it's really hard to get a booking there, so I'm very excited for that because I love pancakes. Like, in my head, that's like a top 3 food. I mean, it's just behind baklava and on a good day waffles. Very slightly excited about that. The other really nice thing about this trip is that everything, all of the activities that we've been given are kind of optional. So we are meant to go on like a cycle tour around Hyde Park. I keep trying to say Hyde Park. It's not Hyde Park, it's Central Park. However, I have done that before, and after this morning's like leg travesty, I'm not really sure I'll be able to do it because Central Park, in your head, it's really small. Like when I went there, I was like, oh, it'll be tiny. It's like a garden in the middle of this tiny little island in America. No, Central Park is massive and it's really hilly, and I don't think I've got that in me, and I kind of also really want to explore New York because, you know, we're only here for a little bit and I kind of want to look at some really tall buildings. But yeah, anyways, to avoid being late, because I don't want to be late for absolutely everything this entire trip, let's go eat my entire body weight of pancakes. One thing I will say, by the way, the lifts here, absolutely rapid. Don't think I waited more than like 20 seconds. You know what? I'm here for it. Americans know what they're doing. Why have we got this in the UK? I don't think I've been this excited to eat pancakes in a long time. I love how they try and make everything in America food related world famous. I mean, I know Americans think that like the US is the world, but I mean, I've never heard of it. Right, American milk is just not, I don't know what that is. That is a literal pint of maple syrup. Only in America. That is a serious pancake. Right, I'm going to be brutally honest. When I came back from the pancake place, I slept. And I slept and I slept. I set an alarm for 20 minutes, but I feel like recently I've just been like pushing myself. And then kind of only having 4 hours sleep before flying probably wasn't the best idea, and then it just hit me, you know? Like, I set that alarm for 20 minutes and I don't know what happened. I don't even remember the alarm going off, I'm going to be honest. So, in terms of stuff that's happened since breakfast, not a lot has happened. However, one thing that I am going to say is those pancakes, they were serious, man. They were serious. I think I've eaten enough carbohydrate to keep me going for the rest of the month, to be honest. But, you know, if I come back a whole stone heavier from this trip, technically we're moving into bulking season, so could be worse. Anyways, other than my acquired sour cream pancake mix, which I am going to absolutely destroy when I get home, we are heading out to the baseball now. Now, this is the 3rd baseball game that I've ever gone to, and I'm still kind of yet to work out, like, what you're meant to wear to the baseball. Like, I feel like when I go to the football, it's like, oh, you got to wear a football shirt, and then you wear a Stone Island, and it's kind of like a uniform, but I don't really still know what you're meant to wear. So I thought I'd just go easy and go double denim because, I don't know, denim was invented in America, and that's, you know, kind of felt like that was on brand. But yeah, I'm very excited for this baseball. I really enjoy it. I feel like if you're English and you're watching this, you probably have never even thought about watching baseball, but it's kind of like cricket, to be honest. They don't really ever hit the ball. There's a couple of home runs and it's a conversation sport, so it's just kind of nice. It's quite relaxing. It's a nice evening thing to do. The only thing that I will say is that I'm honestly really missing my girlfriend. Like, it kind of feels weird to say, but last time I was in New York, obviously I came with her, and there's just been so many things, like just seeing people walking around and just in general walking around New York, where I've been like, this would just be so much better if she was here, but I don't know, we're gonna get over it. But yeah, back onto being a man with no emotion. Let's go and watch the baseball. Brutally honest, I'm getting quite stressed. I just get stressed over like buying hats because I feel like this is a really big decision. Like this could dictate the rest of my holiday. Alright, I couldn't find one I liked, so we're gonna go to the even bigger store because It's a tradition, buying a cap, and I can't break it. 10 minutes later, I'm far too much stress. $60 down. That was kind of painful, I'm gonna be real. These seats are nuts. It was actually getting so tight, like it was just really getting nervous, everyone was getting really stressed, and then the Mets have scored like 4 runs in 1 innings. That's what I love to see though. There are very, very few things that I love more in life than sport. There is just something so unique about how it just brings people together. Having all of these people from all different backgrounds, all different cultures, screaming at some random men on a field. Nothing quite like it. Nothing quite like it. Anyways, I forgot to eat food at the game, so we're gonna eat this and then I'm gonna get some bed because tomorrow is going to be a very long but very, very exciting day because tomorrow is the tennis. Good morning. So, did I sleep last night? Absolutely not, because do you know what today is? Today is the tennis. Today is the US Open. Today is what we're here for. We're going to be watching Jack Draper, who I actually played tennis with when I was 9. We did the same scholarship day at a school to go to. And you won't be surprised to know that he got the scholarship and I didn't. Well, technically I did get a scholarship, but he got the big one. He got like the main 50% off scholarship for like the tennis academy, and I was only offered the 10% one because I wasn't as good. Now, I'm going to be real, I know very little about the US Open. I know that there's a melon drink that I need to try, although it might be alcoholic, so maybe I won't try that. I also know that there are a lot of courts and the stadium is absolutely massive. And I'm also somewhat aware that if there isn't an American player playing, it's not that loud. Although I feel like that in general, like Americans just love Americans, and then obviously if there's not an American playing, they're maybe not interested. I mean, you know, Jack Draper's kind of a new name, so I don't know what the atmosphere is going to be like, but I am still, nonetheless, very, very excited. The clothes or the outfit that I'm wearing today is from Todd's, which is very, very kind of them, which I am very, very excited for, mostly because of the shoes. Like, Todd's make the nicest loafers. Like, I'm not even taking the piss. Just look, they're gorgeous. They're absolutely stunning. I haven't actually seen what I'm wearing, so this will be a first for both of us. Okay. Got some trousers and a zip-up shirt. Could be nice. I'm gonna be totally honest, I love Todd's and that jacket is so nice, but like, why is it a zip-up shirt? Zip-up shirts just shouldn't be a thing. Anyways, I'm gonna snap my fingers and then we're gonna be dressed because I may or may not be running out of time to be there. I mean, don't get me wrong, super nice, but I'm unsure if it was made for a hobbit, but that is very ankle-bashy. Having said that though, I still think it looks really nice, so thank you very much, Todd's. You are very loved, because this jacket is, it's beautiful. And you know, once I get the sunnies on, it's game over. I'm gonna do my hair very, very quickly, and then we're gonna put some sun cream on, because, you know, that's kind of why we're here. And then, you know, we're gonna head to the US Open, because, you know, that's just what we did. That's what we did. Honestly, this cooling tower might just save my life today. I'm not cut out for weather this hot. This honestly makes Wimbledon look like it was played on a park court. This is massive. is honestly absolutely nuts that someone that I used to play with has made the semi-finals of the US Open. Like, I distinctly remember playing against him as a kid and being like, wow, this guy is really good. And you know, even back then everyone was talking about him and saying how he could be the next big thing, but to see him actually do it and be that good, I mean, he absolutely wiped the floor with Alex. Like, it wasn't even close. It wasn't even close. So to see him do that is just like such a full circle moment. Now, firstly, a quote that's kind of always stuck with me, right from when I discovered the man himself, is that you never really know when your moment is until it's past. And like, if this is my moment, I am so grateful. Although this trip seems to have absolutely flown by, and it's crazy to think that I've been here 3 nights already, I have tried to really take in every moment. Yes, I've had to film a couple of things. Yes, I've had to do this, but I have really tried to be as present as possible. And you know, if I never get opportunities like this again, or I never get to do stuff like this again, I have treasured this, and I will treasure this for the rest of my life. I mean, coming out to New York to watch the US Open is a dream that 10-year-old James couldn't even fathom. To have had this opportunity is something that like very few people have. So I want to say that I firstly recognize that. And secondly, and kind of following on from that, is you guys sitting at home are the reason that I get to do this. So if you're sitting here and watching this video, I am thankful, because without you guys, I don't have this. This doesn't exist. So thank you to you. And finally, and to kind of wrap it up and finish whatever this is, if you're sat at home and you've got a dream, if you've got something that you want to do, I don't know what that might be. That might be setting up a lemonade stand. That might be going to drama school. That might be starting your own business. I mean, technically starting your own business is a lemonade stand, but you know what I mean. Just do it. Just do it. Just take that one step towards it. People might hate on it. People will hate on it. The people that can't or don't want to do it will always call you out for whatever it is that they don't have the capacity to do. I know people that called me cringe right from the start. There were group chats when I started doing this stuff about me and about what I was doing at my school, and every single one of those people, I mean, not every single one, but a majority of them will say to me now, like, wow, aren't you doing so well? That's so impressive, blah, blah, blah. And they were hating on me when I started. And the thing that I'm trying to say is that's not unique for me. If you are that, just take that first step. Take that first step towards whatever that may be. And that theme goes for everyone and anyone. I mean, even Jack Draper yesterday, he at some point took that first step towards being potentially the next Andy Murray. And then from there, it's just one foot in front of the other. But until you take that first step, things like this or whatever it is that you want to achieve will never happen. So take that first step and do it, because it is possible. I promise you. But yeah, anyways, that's my part. I'm going to go and enjoy the rest of New York because I'm here for the next 5 days until I fly home for something else. And there may be another vlog, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, anyways, I'm very, very late now, and I think we do need to check out, and I think we did need to check out 5 minutes ago, so I'm going to have to go. But yeah, thank you for watching, and as always, please make sure you like, subscribe, check out my other videos, and yeah, have a lovely day.